In the vast, silent expanse of the cosmos, where light itself becomes ancient before it reaches our eyes, the James Webb Space Telescope drifts like a golden sentinel. Designed to peer into the dawn of time, it was humanity's greatest eye, a machine meant to reveal the universe's earliest moments. But what it has just sent back is not another image of stars or galaxies. It's something different. Something deliberate. Something that has left the scientific community speechless. The image Webb returned is not a random scattering of light. It's structure. It's order. And it's forcing us to ask a question older than science itself. Are we alone, or have we just been seen? It began like any other deep field observation. Webb was focused on a region of sky known for its emptiness, a blank patch used for calibration, where astronomers expected nothing but darkness. The goal was simple: to gather faint light from the earliest galaxies, hidden by cosmic dust. But when the first raw data arrived, technicians noticed anomalies. Unusual pulses of light. Too rhythmic. Too structured. As more frames came through, the image sharpened, and the impossible became clear. The light wasn't scattered like a natural formation. It was arranged. Perfect symmetry. Curves and angles forming a pattern that seemed almost intentional. At first, teams suspected a software malfunction. Maybe a sensor artifact or reflection. But when the data was verified through independent instruments, the pattern remained. It wasn't a glitch. It was real. The shape Webb had captured aligned perfectly with mathematical constants. The golden ratio, the Fibonacci sequence, symmetrical axes that mirrored one another flawlessly. Space had never shown such precision. It was as if something, or someone, had drawn geometry into the fabric of the void. Behind closed doors, observatories across the world went into quiet lockdown. NASA halted all data sharing. The European Space Agency restricted access to its internal channels. The official explanation was data verification, but those inside knew better. Something extraordinary had been found, and no one could yet comprehend what it meant. Then came the second shock: the light pattern wasn't static. It was pulsing. At first, it seemed like background interference, but analysis revealed a repeating sequence. A rhythm that followed prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, the unmistakable signature of intelligence. Nature does not count. The pulse was not a natural emission. It was a message. The world didn't know, not yet. But within research teams, whispers spread. The object Webb had found wasn't just reflecting light. It was transmitting it. Encoded in harmonics, the signal carried structure, a blueprint hidden within the light. When astrophysicists converted the pulses into geometric representation, the resulting shape was unlike anything known to exist in space. It resembled a lattice, a vast, fractal-like framework, echoing itself at every scale, as though it was written across dimensions we couldn't perceive. Some theorists proposed that this structure wasn't an object at all but a kind of communication lattice, a broadcast stretched across spacetime itself. A living message written into the universe. Others, more daring, suggested it might be an artifact, an engineered construct, ancient beyond imagination, left adrift between galaxies as a cosmic monument. As the days passed, the data grew stranger. Each new transmission contained subtle changes in pattern, as if responding to observation. Webb wasn't just seeing, it was being acknowledged. And then, for the briefest moment, the pulse synchronized with Earth's own artificial signals, decades-old radio transmissions from early human broadcasts. The pattern mirrored them, faintly but precisely, as if reflecting humanity's voice back from the abyss. That couldn't be coincidence. It was as though something out there had been waiting for us to look deep enough. The discovery leaked before officials could contain it. An image, allegedly from Webb's raw data logs, appeared online under the caption, "It's not a galaxy, it's a reply." The image spread across every corner of the internet. Scientists who studied infrared light signatures confirmed that the spectral profile matched Webb's imaging system exactly. The leak was authentic. Suddenly, humanity was confronted with a question we weren't ready to answer. What had we just contacted? Meanwhile, deep within NASA's servers, the signal continued. Each pulse contained slight alterations, as though evolving. Linguists and mathematicians tried to decode it. They found recursion, layers within layers of repeating structures, a message built not in words, but in time itself. Some even hypothesized that the signal might not be communication to us, but with the universe itself, an ongoing conversation in the background of reality. And then came the silence. The pulses stopped. The structure faded back into the cosmic background. Webb's instruments detected nothing more than static, as if the universe had closed its curtain. But just before the transmission ended, a final burst was detected, a faint rhythmic pattern, one that mirrored the timing of Earth's earliest deep space broadcasts from the 1970s. In the simplest mathematical terms, it said one thing: "We hear you." Scientists tried to confirm, but the data trail ended abruptly. The coordinates where the structure had appeared now showed nothing, no light, no mass, not even gravitational distortion. As if it had never existed. But the data remains, undeniable, verifiable, and deeply unsettling. Because if the Webb telescope truly saw an organized, intelligent signal from deep space, it means two things. First, we are not alone. And second, something out there has been watching for a very long time. The image, still classified in its original form, has become the most studied frame in human history. Experts describe it not as a picture of a distant object, but as a mirror, a reflection of awareness across the cosmos. Webb was built to look backward in time, but instead, it may have found something looking forward, at us. And so, we return to that haunting idea. Perhaps the universe has never been empty. Perhaps intelligence is its default state, the fabric of existence itself. Maybe Webb didn't just capture a star or a structure, but consciousness. And if so, it means we're no longer the observers of the cosmos. We're participants in it. Because when the universe finally looks back, it never does so by accident. If this revelation left you questioning everything you thought you knew about reality, make sure to subscribe to Space Loop for more cosmic mysteries and discoveries that redefine our place in the universe. Somewhere out there, the silence isn't empty, it's waiting. And one day soon, we might finally understand what it's been trying to say all along.